Medicare Levy and Medicare Levy Surcharge. There is a difference. Do you know what it is? I'm Sam Keats from Keats Accounting. We occasionally get phone calls from our clients really confused over Medicare Levy that's appearing on their notice of assessment. So the Medicare Levy is a charge that most taxpayers will have to pay each year. There is an exemption if you're a very low income earner, and there are other exemptions. For example, if you're in the Defence Force, you may not have to pay, you may have an exemption certificate, or if you're an overseas visitor to Australia who doesn't receive Medicare entitlements in Australia, you may also be able to apply for an exemption. But most people are going to see a line on their notice of assessment that says it's a Medicare levy. Now, this is your contribution towards our public health system. And as I said, pretty much everybody is going to have to pay that. But where the confusion lies is that the media promotes the Medicare levy surcharge, and the health insurance companies at particular times of the year like to get on and advertise that if you have health insurance, you don't need to pay the Medicare levy. And that can be very confusing. If you have health insurance that meets the criteria and your income is over the threshold, you still have to pay the basic Medicare levy. What you're not paying is the Medicare levy surcharge. This is a completely separate tax, and if you're being charged the Medicare levy surcharge, it will actually be a completely separate line item on your notice of assessment or on your tax return. So there will be two lines, one Medicare levy and then one for the surcharge. And this is the additional tax that is imposed if your income is over the threshold and you don't have complying hospital cover. So if you've got health insurance, you can save on the tax, but you will still have to pay the basic Medicare levy. If you have any questions about how this applies to you, please drop us a line or get in touch. See you next week.